Hello there, this is Father Fish, and I'm going to teach you how to keep your aquarium spotlessly, brilliantly, beautifully, and perfectly clean with dirt. Yes, you heard me right, with dirt. Let's begin by examining for a moment just what is dirt. Dirt. Well, walk outside. Get off the concrete, off the asphalt, onto the grass, onto the dirt. Look at the dirt. What is that dirt? If you shoveled it all up, cleaned it spotlessly, right down to, well, down to what exactly? Down to rock? Well, perhaps. Down to sand, clay, down to what? You would still have dirt because it would come right back, wouldn't it? It would pile right back up. What is dirt? Well, it's a medium. Dirt is a medium. What do I mean by medium? It's a structure. What we have in the bottom of our tank, if it's not a bare bottom, whether it's sand or gravel or marbles or whatever it is, it's a medium. It's a strata. It's a structure right at the bottom of the tank. And what's the function of that structure, of that medium? What does it do? What indeed does it do? Well, if you have a gravel tank, you know it catches a lot of dirt and it gets really rank and you have to clean it. You have to siphon it out. You have to get all that gunk out of there. But suppose you don't have a gravel tank. Suppose you have a sand tank. Suppose you have sand. What does it do then? Well, same thing. Goes down into the sand, builds up. It's more difficult to clean, though, isn't it? So here's the secret. You start not with sand, but with dirt. Let me show you what I mean. This is dirt. And we have a jar. So what are we going to do? We're going to put the dirt in the jar. Just like that. Now this is pretty rank dirt. This is mud that we got from a pond. It's very black, very dense, super, super rich. Dirt in the bottom of our tank. What do we do with this then? Well, here's the secret. We have a bucket of sand. And we pour the sand into the jar. Putting it in carefully so we don't mess it all up. We want the sand on top of the dirt. So how much sand do we put on top of the dirt? Well, we put in at least 2 inches of sand. might, because this is very rich and very dense, we might do 3 inches of sand just to get it really, really safe. We want to protect the water from the dirt. So watching what we're doing now, we've got a good 2 inches of sand in that jar, sitting right on top of the dirt. Add a little more. Just the main thing we want to make sure of is that that sand acts as a barrier to keep the dirt from coming up into the water. But it'll keep the dirt going down, or the detritus, the waste, going down into the sand. Now we're filling it very slowly, very carefully, so we don't stir up that sand. Putting water in very gently until we get it, there we go, completely full. We're going to fill it up with water. Coming right on up. Very important that we not stir up the sand. Keep the water pouring in, protect it from burrowing down into the sand. It's a little cloudy, but that's going to clear up all by itself. Here we go. Now, once we have it completely full, or as full as we can get it and still be able to work in it, our next step will be to plant it. So we're going to take some plants that we have ready. We're going to start putting those plants down into the sand. Now we don't want to put them super deep in the sand because we don't want to get them all the way down to the dirt. We just want to get sand, get the plants down into the sand. We're going to take some plants out of this tank, just uproot them, just getting the roots. There we go. It's a little java moss in there, or algae. Going to take that out, so we just have the plants. These are dwarf sword, pygmy swords. Really, really nice plant. An easy one to grow in a small container. So we bring those over to the container. And using our tweezers, gently and carefully push them down just barely into the sand. Don't want to go deep. We don't need to go all the way down into the dirt, because for one thing, we don't want that dirt coming up yet. And for another, if we push it down too far, it could burn the roots. So we want the roots to find the nutrition, to find the dirt. Make them go looking for it. They will. They're good at it. They will go looking for the dirt, looking for the nutrition. And they'll catch hold, start feeding, and start growing in this container. So, what do we have now? We have a planted jar, bowl, container that we have put dirt in the bottom, capped it with sand, and then planted it. So what can we expect to happen? Well, Here's a good example of a dirted tank. This one has been set up for years. It contains 2 inches of 1 inch of dirt, 2 inches of sand. It's had plants growing in it for years. And the water is crystal clear. The tank is very healthy. The plants are all growing. That's a Madagascar sword plant right in the front there. Corkscrew valve alongside it. We've got about 5 species of plant in here and about 5 species of fish. So there you have it. There's the whole idea. To grow plants in your tank with dirt. The dirt provides a medium that allows all of the waste to sift down into it and to be broken down and taken up by the roots of plants. This is a natural aquarium, one that's just that simple to create. Try it. See what you can achieve. You will have a system, an aquarium that will last you for years and years, and it will be clean because you have used dirt in your aquarium. Keep your aquarium clean with dirt. Bye for now, Father Fish. See you again soon.